Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I apologize if you hear anything in the background. My son's right here. He's watching a video, so I don't want to interrupt that. Okay, so I hope you guys are having a happy new year. I hope you had a great day, and I hope everybody is in high hopes. And let's move on to another year. And I just wanted to address this comment that I get a lot of. Me, and I'm a tiny channel with, I just really started covering the Watts case, okay? And, and I just wanted to say, because I get a lot of, you need to stop talking about this already, you need to move on, case is closed, and that's it, move on. You're just money hungry. You just want money. First of all, I'm not a monetized channel. So let's just get that out of the way. I do not make any money off of this case. And if I did, I would deserve it because it's my time that I'm using, my voice, my opinions. So anybody that does make money off of it, it's their work and deserves to be paid for. And YouTube doesn't pay as much as everybody thinks it does. It doesn't. You have to, it used to pay a lot. It used to back in the day. But since they've, ever since the ad apocalypse, I mean, thanks to Jake Paul and his brother, it's harder to get a good payday here. So, even the people that, none of my favorites, none of people that aren't my favorites, they get paid, but they don't get paid nearly as much as people think. Okay, with that being said, I do hear it. I do hear you. I do hear, I hear it. Let the family rest, let the victims rest. But you have to think of it like this. This is the way I'm thinking about it. Okay, that crime nearly got, I mean, they nearly got away with it. Those murders, they almost got away with it. And if they would have fulfilled their plan, if it was, completed, they would have gotten away with it. They were not, um, I mean, yeah, people would have suspected it, but would they have been able to prove it after everything? So the fact that NA showed up and she, put a wrench through everything, yeah, that was a big, big deal. Okay. And the plans were ruined. So that was too close for comfort for me. That was a first time offender. In Chris, I don't think he's ever done anything like that before. He's in prison. He's been sentenced. He's never gonna get out. Which I wouldn't be so confident on that part. I wouldn't, because people have gotten out. So I wouldn't. That's why I continue to talk about it, because we need to continue to remind people, why he deserves to be there. But I would not be surprised if he got out. I don't know how they're going to do it, but there's going to be a way. And I think there is a chance that he might get out. So I wouldn't be too confident or laugh in anybody's face that he's never going to get out, because I strongly, as much as I don't want to, I mean, I don't. I believe he's where he belongs. I thought he was just speaking up now and starting to talk, and because he's gonna, bring in the other two accomplices. Oh, that's another thing. I think there was 3 people involved that particular day. I think later on, they recruited Daddy to clean up the mess. They needed his resources. After NA put a wrench through everything, they needed additional help. They have been hidden, accomplice 2 and 3, and that's not just them by themselves. 2 and 3, I don't know if they've acted on, I don't know if they've done this before, but it was too meticulous and too clean for my liking. Either they're affiliated in some way with something or someone, or they've, helped somebody before, but that was a bit too good. I mean, they did a great job. No matter what you can poke holes into now you can see it. Yeah, because of NA. If NA hadn't shown up, would you be able to point the finger and say, "Oh, look at this and look at this and look at that"? Could you? If they would have fulfilled everything, it would have been a whole nother story. Okay, so thanks to NA that they were, that she messed it up for them, so thankfully she was able to do that. So that was too good of a crime for me to just walk away and say, okay, the case is closed. The two other accomplices are out in the free world. They're out walking their dogs. They're out buying groceries. They live down your street. They're out there, and there might be other potential victims in the future. Once all this blows over and everybody stops talking about it, well, then what? They're going to be, oh wow, we actually got away with murder. Who else is pissing us off? Let's go for it. Let's go and do this. Let's go commit this crime. There could be future potential victims, because that was a little bit too clean for me. So that's why I continue to talk about it. And that, like I said, I believe there were three. It was Chris and the two accomplices that were involved. I think Daddy was recruited afterwards. So that's why I continue to talk about it. I just can't. I'm telling you, like, if NA hadn't had, showed up, like, they would have completed everything they needed to complete, which they weren't done. They were, like, not even halfway through the late flight, I can't stop talking about it. I hope there are more arrests, but whether or not that's going to happen, I don't know. I really don't know. So that's why I'm speaking for potential victims in the future, of these people, because that was for being so young, and this be their first crime. I don't buy it. No, they've done it before, and they might even act again. I don't know.